Good morning, Glory. Hey, baby, how are you? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Health Talk with Dr. Mutiat, Dr. Sunshine. It is a beautiful Sunday in the neighborhood. I hope your Sunday is just as beautiful. But before I get started, my name is Dr. Sunshine. For who does not know me, my name is Dr. Sunshine, Dr. Mutiat, Dr. OG, whatever you prefer to call me. I am one of those. I'm a board certified nurse practitioner. Before I start talking about health and all that, I'd like to do a little spiel. Like, this is not the end all be all. Anything I say here, do not start doing it without consulting your own doctor. Any healthcare information you get from here is for informational purposes only. If I speak on something that resonates with you, I don't know you personally. I'm just giving you from my wealth of experience. I've been a nurse in the healthcare field for almost 20 years, actually 20 years this year. So I have a wealth of experience. So I'm going to talk about something that may have happened to you. I'm not talking about you generally. I'm just talking about what I've seen. All right. So let's get started. So today's topic is unofficial. There's no topic today. Not every time we got to be serious. We can't be serious about life all the time. We got to let loose and have fun. Today's health talk, it is mostly Gbeborun. It is mostly amebo. I'm just here because I see a lot of things trended during the week while I was busy with work that I couldn't write rebuttals, I couldn't write stuff on. I'm like, you know what? Let's join it together and have the whole talk about it. All right, we're going to talk about the topic. Hey, Miss Chantel, we're going to have a topic. We're going to pick each topic and we're going to talk about it. You're going to hear my point of view about it. If you have questions about it, please feel free to ask it in the topics and, in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you as best as I can. So this is Dr. Mutiat, Dr. Sunshine, Dr. OG's view on all the healthcare topics that trended this week. First things first, let's start with Ozempic. That was the biggest one this week. Not Ozempic per se. We'll talk about, I won't call it by name because I don't want to get sued. Let's talk about weight loss injections, weight loss medication injections. A lot of semaglutide, tirzepatide, all these ones that are out in the market right now. Now, this is what I'm going to say about this. All right. For people that don't know what they do and how they work, pretty much what they were actually designed for diabetics. They're actually designed to lower the blood sugars of diabetics. Now, the way it works, it doesn't work like an insulin. Insulin will go in immediately and drop your blood sugar. It doesn't. It's supposed to regulate your blood sugar and facilitate and pretty much lower the way your stomach works, like reduces how it works. So food get processed and your blood sugar doesn't like spike up immediately. It does, it kind of like slows down your movement, digestion, all that good stuff. Basically, that's how it works. All right. So now when they started using these medications for diabetics, they realized that, oh my God, it works well because these people lose weight. Because when your stomach function slows down, your digestive systems, when it slows down, like the way foods get absorbed and processed and all that, you don't need to eat as much food. The side effect of this medication is less hunger. It takes away your appetite. It slows down your stomach. So the little food you eat gets processed little by little. So when all this is happening, the side effect is weight loss. Side effect is what? Weight loss. So of course, Americans and corporate and capitalist society, they remarketed it as a weight loss medication. So it's for diabetics primarily, but now it is being used as weight loss medications, which is fine. Also, there are many medications on this earth that was actually developed for something that is now being used as something else. Case in point, Viagra. Viagra is a blood pressure heart medication that they saw the side effect of it for men. It treated the ED. So what did they do? Remarket it. So that's why you'll hear in the commercials, they will tell you, if you have heart problems, if you have this, please consult your doctor before you use it. Because if you use it with heart problems, you will die. Okay. So another thing is minoxidil. Minoxidil was also a blood pressure medication that was developed, and they saw the side effect of it was what? Giving people hair. What did they do? Remarket it as a hair stimulation medication. So there are many medications on the market. And for women also, Viagra is not used as Viagra for women. It's not used as for ED for women. It's used to treat pulmonary hypertension. So many medications are used for many things. So now let's go back to the one we're talking about. We're talking about weight loss, like semaglutide and that class of medications, the glutide medications. Hello, Miss Shola. Hello, Strike. How are you? So that's where we are. So that's how these medications are formed, and then we use it for weight loss. Now, This is what I'm going to say about it. As a person myself, I was on a semaglutide train. I used it in 2023. It's not hidden. I've talked about it a lot, but I stopped because of the side effect was too much for me to handle. Now, the side effect of this medication, pancreatitis, gallbladder inflammation, liver enzymes, it might raise your liver enzymes. Some people, constipation, horrible. And some people, unfortunately, has less muscle wasting, and that ended up leading to death. So you never know what side effect you're going to have from this medication when you're having it. My side effect that took me off, and also some people had nausea, extreme nausea. I was one of those that had extreme nausea, but I was able to deal with that. But the one that I couldn't deal with was constipation. The constipation was terrible. Like, I'll be sitting on the toilet for an hour begging God for poop to come out. But because I knew how the stomach worked, I knew how the medication worked, I knew what to do about it. So that was me. I am a healthcare professional. And these medications, these class of medications should not be taken without a medical professional overseeing your healthcare. They have to draw constant blood work. Every time I went to see my doctor, I didn't put myself on it. I went to see a doctor. I went to see a metabolic specialist. Every time I went to see my doctor, we did blood work. They checked on my signs and symptoms. They made sure it was okay. I was going to see my doctor every single month while I was on this medication. And they were making sure my body was still okay to take it or come off it. So any kind of those class of medications, please do not take them without a doctor's oversight, a nurse practitioner's oversight, a medical professional, a metabolic specialist oversight. You will hurt yourself taking this medication. So that's all I have to say about the semaglutide trend. And do not buy it on Instagram. Do not buy it from anybody walking up the street. Yes, some people can compound it, but you don't know what is in this medication. Make sure you're buying it from a reputable site. You know there are fakes out there. You do not want to use your body as a test dummy. You only have one body. If you lose that body, that is the end, my brother, my sister. I understand you wanted to lose weight. I am all for it. I am on that journey myself, and I am working on it. All right? There are ways you can lose weight. I'm not saying don't get on those medications. Far be it from me. That would be judgmental, and that would be hypocritical on my point of view. No, you want to go on it? No problem. Go see a medical doctor. An actual medical doctor, a nurse practitioner, someone that has a degree, someone that knows what they are doing, or else you will kill yourself. That's what I, Dr. Sunshine, have to say about those class of medications. Not to say don't use it. You want to use it? Power to you. However, be under a care of a medical specialist. Do we have any questions about that? Any questions? No? Okay, we move on. Next one. This one is it's a little bit personal for me, and I'll talk about it. Now, Solomon, earlier in the week, it came out that Her Royal Highness, I love her, Chimamanda Adichie had twins at age 47 a while back, like a couple of months, 10 months ago. And, it was being celebrated, which it should be. And I've always told women, we had this conversation, that women can still have children nicely to the age of 50, 51. Some people can still have them more than that before menopause hit. There's nothing wrong with having children at age 47. However, Mr. Solomon Buchi, one of, I'll call him somebody, I'm not a big fan of his. However, he did say something that I see a lot of women saying they're going to wait till they're 47 to have children. They want to wait till, and a lot of people, went off on him. Understandable. Not a lot of people like him. Fine. I understand that. But however, on this situation, I agree with him. I am a woman in my 40s. I focused on my career. And this is not to say anybody should go by what I say. No. From my medical perspective point of view, both men and women should have their children early. If they can, if it's in their power, if the opportunity presents itself. Do not just intentionally push having kids to a later age. It's a little more difficult when you want to have children at a later age. This goes for men and women. Men and women. Oh, Princess, what do you want me to say again? I'm just saying that comment. Men and women. All right. If you can, if the availability comes to you, if you have the opportunity to have your children at an earlier age, please go ahead and have your children at the early age. For men and women, studies have shown high risk of miscarriages. Yes, sperm, not so strong sperm can cause miscarriages. It's not only a woman thing. All right. Men at the older age can still pass on genetic issues, abnormalities, chromosomal. If both men and women at older age, your eggs and your sperm are not as strong as it is in your younger age. So if you have the opportunity to have children earlier, at earlier age, 30s, early 30s, 40s, early, whatever is early for you, please go ahead and do it, and don't push it to farther. Even for women, your body is not as strong as it can be. All right. When you're younger, you can still chase after kids. And 40 somethings, you can't chase as much. She has a privilege. And a lot of us that have children later in age, we have the privilege to hire people to help us. We have the privilege to pay professionals that specialize in high risk pregnancies. We have the privilege. Some people do not have this there's some people do not have the privilege to do this. If you do not have the privilege, understand that. Keyword, you hear me say the word privilege. It's a privilege to have kids in the older age. Yes, I know men, we don't like that guy that brought that topic up, but on this situation, I agree with him. He is saying the right thing. If you can, have your children early. Have your children early. Men and women, not only women, men and women. Men don't think, oh, I can have kids in my 70s. I hate to break it to you, your sperm is not that strong. No. Yeah, it's not. All right? We already know, they always say, like men can have children anytime, women cannot. That's bull. The older you get, men, your sperm is not as strong as you think it is. No. All right. Let's keep it moving. All right. Any questions? Any questions that I may help you answer? Let's see. No questions yet? Okay. Next one. Eggs. This one came back again and I was a little bit worried. All right. I was like, didn't we have this conversation? I read it, like people are talking about amount of eggs you eat and egg is not healthy, unhealthy for you. Look, let me tell you something. I know it's the same science. The thing about science and research and human is as we grow, science evolves. Like what we knew back then is not what we know right now. There's research keeps going every single day. I know in the early 90s or early 2000s, it was like too much eggs are not good for you. Too much eggs will raise your cholesterol. Too much eggs will cause harm and all that good stuff. Science has now shown, research has now shown that eggs, the amount of eggs you eat doesn't correlate to the amount of cholesterol your body, that's in your system. Like eating too much egg does not necessarily raise your cholesterol. Now, I want to tell people, including my mother, yes, mommy, your body does make cholesterol. See? Yeah. In Igbo. I'm trying to learn. Yes. Ne. There. Yes. Your body makes cholesterol. Now, I'm not saying you should now go free for all on eggs, but if you eat 2 eggs, 3 eggs, whatnot in a week, your eggs are fine. Eggs are not the devil. Now, I want to also say this to people that please understand. I know everybody's like, eggs are high protein food. Eggs are high. There's only 7 grams of protein in eggs. It is not that much protein. If you are, now that I am actually paying attention to nutrition, I am a nurse. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm learning nutrition as I go also. That I'm trying to increase my high protein diet. And I see the volume of eggs I have to eat to clock 30 grams of protein or more. It is their way to damn much eggs. Eggs do not have that much protein. You have more protein in fish, more protein in chicken, more protein in meat. Eggs, 1 egg has 7 grams of protein. If you want to eat 30 grams of protein, 7 divided by 30 is what? That's how much eggs you are going to eat. In this economy that 12 eggs is $4. Oh, but that's a whole crate of eggs to be able to, get as much protein as you need. All right. So please eat your eggs, eat everything. As I would say, this is what I always say, eat everything in what? In moderation. If you eat a balanced diet, you're not going to be worried about, am I eating too much egg? Am I eating this much? Make sure your meals are balanced. For every meal you're eating, make sure you have a protein, a carbohydrate, a vegetable. And I know in our vegetables, so we have oil, we have palm oil, so I won't ask you to add fat because we already added the fat. And also some of the fish and the meat, the protein, most of the time supplies our fat for us. So make sure you are eating a balanced diet. Everything you're eating, make sure it's what? A balanced diet. All right. Next conversation. We're going to talk about salt versus seasoning cubes. I saw the drama on my timeline this week and I was too busy to type my rejoinder. So we have talked about, a lot of people have, oh, me, I don't use salt. I don't eat salt in my diet. Other team is like, no, me, I don't eat Royco. I don't eat all this Maggi. I don't eat all this seasoning cube in my diet. Then they did it. Yes, so please go and boil your 2 eggs. Eat your 14 grams of protein. That's it. If you want 30 grams of protein, you have to eat 4 eggs. That's a lot of eggs for me. I can't eat all of that in one sitting. So make sure you're having, in each meal, make sure at least you're getting about 30 grams of protein in your meal so we can continue. All right. So as we're talking now, we're on the salt versus seasoning cube. The team, I don't eat salt. It's not good for you. You shouldn't be eating salt. It will raise your blood pressure. Versus team, me, I don't eat seasoning cube. Please, please, please. It's too much chemicals. Bang, 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 bang. Both of you, you need to come together and meet in the middle. You need salt in your diet. Salt has its job in your body. Salt has its job in your body. You need to eat salt. Now, I'm not saying you now burn salt, I do salt into your meal. No. You need to have a salt. Yoruba is coming to me a lot today. There's a space for salt and there's a space for seasoning cube. Now, you don't add 10 seasoning cubes in your soup and not add salt. No. And you don't add salt and not add seasoning, like some kind of seasoning in your cube, seasoning in your obe. It's just going to be salty. You have to have, again, it's balanced. Now, everybody is all trying to eat healthy and organic. I'm all for that. But is this sustainable? Keyword, is this sustainable? Is this something you're going to do for the rest of your life? If it's something you plan to do for the rest of your life, go for it. But if you are one day, today, salt, one day, kiniko, you are not. You need to do something that's sustainable for you. Personally, Mutiat, Dr. Mutiat, I cook with salt and seasoning cubes. I cook, also add a little bit of, to my disposal, I don't have fresh anything in my area. I don't have fresh thyme. I don't have fresh lugbe. I don't have anything fresh. So everything I eat is dried. And I'm still standing here. I'm still alive and I'm still healthy. So again, everything is what? Balance. Everything is what? Moderation. Don't cut out salt from your diet. You will drop your blood pressure. Your water-based, acid-based balance will be out of whack. You will disrupt systems in your body. You need to eat a little bit of salt. Salt is good for your body. It has its sodium chloride. You need sodium chloride. The people are like, I don't eat salt. And then when we test your sodium, why this person is confused? Kiniko. Yes, when you don't have enough sodium in your body, called altered mental status, you get confused, swelling, or lack of. There's so much. If you don't eat enough salt, if you don't eat salt, in the long run might lead to death. You need salt in your body. Anything that you take away from your body, now eat a little bit of salt, eat a little bit of seasoning cube, or if you don't want to eat seasoning cube, make sure you add some kind of flavor in your diet, but make sure balance, everything are balanced. Sustainability is key. It's sustainable. Anything you can sustain for the rest of your life. You can't just say, I'm not eating bread anymore for the rest of your life. Are you sure you're not going to eat bread? Is that real for you? Me, I'm going to always tell you what is practical. I'll always tell you what is the truth. I'm not going to tell you, oh, don't do this. I'm not one of those fear-mongering health professionals. I'm not. Quality of life is important to me. As you're living on this earth, you need to be enjoying life. You can't be living miserably in this life. What's the point of living when you're living miserably? Sustainability is key. Eat everything in moderation. Everything comes back to eat everything in moderation. All right? Now, we've talked about 3 things already. No question. So moderability and sustainability, is it? It is. Strikes. It is. It is. In moderation. Don't just say, I'm not eating salt anymore and cook with 10 million billion cubes. Or don't just say, I'm not eating billion cubes anymore and cook with, you have to balance it. Life, now balance. You just need to balance it. You just need to balance it. Now we've done this physiological. Now we're going to psychological. Over a couple of weeks ago, Zikaloma, he trended because he had his nose job. And I read a lot of dissertation and the ignorance that all of you were showing, that some of you were, not all of you, that some of you were showing is so glaring. How ignorant you can be about self-esteem issues, about self-concept. The man went to do something that worked for him, a nose that has been bothering him. that has probably been affecting his self-esteem, his mental status, his mental psyche. He went to do something like that, and you guys are like, he just went to waste money. Is it your money? This is Gbeborun. I'm doing Gbeborun Health Talk. Is this your money? When we don't understand the impact of self-esteem in everyday life is when you can open your mouth and talk about things. If I sit down with every one of you, I can dig into what drops your self-esteem. And what if I put it on glaring light? How would you feel? Yes, I know he brought it out there that we can discuss it. Yes, I know he did, because if he didn't, I won't be here discussing it myself. But understand the concept of self-esteem. Understand the concept of mental awareness. Understand the concept of psychological awareness. That something that has been fixed by somebody that is bothering someone and they want to fix it is not where you should be wasting you're wasting the money. Is it your money? And his kids are going to have the same genetics. Okay, understandable. They will. His kids may come out with big nose like that. It's fine. They can have plastic surgery too. The plastic surgery finish on earth? No, they can have it. Plastic surgery is there for you to fix what you need to fix. If you want to fix it, I always tell people, wait, give me a few one. Let me finish what I want to do. This is my body. You won't recognize me when you see me because I am going to get work done. I'm working out intentionally, but I am going to add plastic surgery at some point. It is a plan. It is going to happen. I am going to do it. And a lot of people are walking around with plastic surgery and they're lying to you like, I worked out. Bullshit. That's not true. So if something is bothering you physically and you have the privilege, keyword again, privilege to fix it, please go fix it. Do not let something affect your heart. Do not let it affect your mental status. Now it brings me to, I think, the last topic. We're going to talk about this again because you guys don't listen. You don't be listening. What is all these the teas that you're still drinking? What teas are you drinking? You're still drinking all these detoxes. Didn't I talk about this the last time? That you are wasting, this is wasting your energy. You are wasting your money. You want to go and buy laxative. All that, you lost weight. Yeah, because you peed it out. You lost weight. Yeah, because you cleaned your inside, your colon out. You've shit everything inside out. That's why you lost weight. You are going to dehydrate. You're going to F around and dehydrate yourself with all this teas that you're drinking. Someone will mix leaves. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have been having conscience. I should stop with this conscience thing that I'm doing, that I'm being a good person. I think I have grass in front of my house. I should start selling them. That's when you will learn. Abi, when you start drinking grass from the front of when I market that as detox tea that will make you lose 10,000 pounds. Don't worry, me too, I'll start selling grass. Can we stop drinking it? Because I've talked to you guys with peace of mind. I've talked to you as a gentle person. You don't like that. You need someone to insult you, Abi. Is that what you want to hear? Stop with these teas. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your liver. You're going to hurt your kidney. And when that's done, we're done. All right? So I think I have spent 30 minutes talking to you guys today about all the Gbeboruns that I have seen. What's the correct English? English is not my first language. All right? What is the correct? All the Gbeboruns that I saw on my timeline to this week. All right. So if you see more Gbeboruns, please feel free to tag me. I'm going to be doing this off and on. It's going to be informal. Not everything will be formal. I want you guys to have informal time with me. Also, I'm not a serious person all the time. All right. So I hope you guys had fun with this informal Gbeborun health gist. All right. And I hope to do more in the future. If you see any more topics you want me to talk about, please tag me in them. I want to see health in you. Health. I only care about health. That's the one I want to talk about. So please tag me in those. I ask you if anything I've said in here today has resonated with you. Please feel free to hit the share button. I come here to do this. I'm here every Sunday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 11 a.m. Texas time, and 12 noon New York time. I'm here. Is green teas okay? Oh yeah, green teas are fine. That's good for you. It's tea. That's fine. Green tea is okay. Feel free to drink green tea. So I drink it too. I actually love peppermint tea. Sometimes I actually put green tea and peppermint tea together and I drink them because it's just like delicious. So it's delicious, but be careful. I think some green teas have caffeine, so please be careful. Make sure you're not consuming way too much caffeine. All right. So if anything I've said here today resonates with you, do me a favor and just hit the share button and share and invite your friends, tag your friends so we can have more fun and go through this. So please, please, please encourage me. All I ask is, that's how I ask you to encourage me. The more you encourage, the more you share, the more people I know I'm doing the right thing. I know you're interested in this. If I don't see any people, I feel like we're not interested in this, or I feel this is not fun. Are there some downsides to taking the HPV vaccines? No, they're not. We talked about this, I think 3 or 4 videos ago. So please go ahead and watch that and get your information from there. There are no downsides. No, please get them if it is available to you. And for your young sons and daughters, please get it for them. For your kids, yes, get it from them. I think they start at age 10, age 11. I always get confused. Pediatrics is not my thing. So, and that is the end of this week's video. Please, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, send it to my inbox. I am willing. I open my ears and I will discuss topics with you. And it's been a pleasure. Dr. Sunshine signing out. And I'll see you on the next time of Health Talk Gbeborun.